What's up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia. Welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday, a spot where I review 2 Scentsy scents with you and give you my feedback on the 2 scents you want to hear about the most that you voted on from the previous week. Last week we had 408 votes and the roller coaster ride continues. So let's talk about our first place scent for the week. It is Sparkling Magnolia. This one had 31% of the vote. It's a very pretty purple with a slight tinge of blue colored wax. I would say this is light on cold sniff, and I would put this in the floral section with a sub in citrus. And it is in the Mother's Day collection, if I didn't say that already, a limited time offer. Scentsy says a bouquet of violet and magnolia petals brightened by a spritz of sparkling citrus. So I do get violet, but only when I smell it on warm and only when I go really close to the warmer. Magnolia petals, yes, I definitely get a nice pretty floral. And it says a spritz of sparkling citrus. I definitely get a nice, bright, airy, uplifting citrus. And the fact that they say spritz, this one should really be like a fragrance mist or a body care scent. It's very, very pretty. And I really liked it on cold. And couldn't really smell it very well on warm. So there goes my roller coaster. I loved it, but couldn't smell it. So let me tell you how it did. Now, I will say before I get into it that I peeled back the label on this. Where'd my bar go? I peeled back the label. The pour date was March 11th, 2022. So roughly 6-ish weeks old, if I'm doing the math correct when I warmed it. So I warmed 2 cubes in my bedroom here, 25-watt bulb warmer. I couldn't smell it at all. Like maybe 1 out of 10. I have written down 1 out of 10. So I put an extra cube here in my tea rose in my bathroom, just a few feet away. No, I left it going 5 hours. I called it for that night and I thought I'm just going to try it another day. I did message my friend Shannon and she was pretty surprised that I couldn't smell it. She said it did fairly well for her in her entranceway, not open concept worthy, but she could smell it and she was shocked that I couldn't. So I started it on day 2 and I did smell it a little bit better. I'm going to say maybe 2 to 3 out of 10. And I left it going that day and then just said, that's enough. I tried it in Drew's room. I tried 3 cubes there. I have 3 out of 10 for Drew's room. And his room, most things thrive. So if it doesn't do well in Drew's room, I just know it's a scent that's not doing the greatest. I left it going a day there just because I thought I'll give it a chance. And I put 2 cubes in my kid's bathroom. And strength and throw at max there was about 3 to 4 out of 10. So it did better. It's too many warmers. The smallest area in the house. I could smell it a bit better. I left it going a day and a half, but mainly out of laziness. I just can't smell it. When a scent is very light on day 1, then you can barely smell it on day 2. So I did take it out on day 2. So I think if you're someone that likes scents like Luna with a twist, or a fellow viewer commented it's a lot like Blue Hyacinth, and yes it is, with a little bit of a citrus uplifting tone, then you're probably going to really like Sparkling Magnolia. The question is, can you smell it? Some people can smell it better than others. Personally, I couldn't smell it very well. So if you're going to warm this, I would suggest a half bath or a bedroom, something very small, not very big. Use a nice hot warmer, use multiple warmers, or you might have to use extra cubes. This one does read spring and summer to me. And I think, like I said, body care would be a really good place to put this scent. I'm surprised they didn't offer it in some body care items. And most people are really liking this better than they think. It's just a matter of, are you going to be able to smell it or not? Is it going to perform for you or not? Will I be repurchasing this one? Originally, I thought I loved it. I thought it's going to go in my club. I like it so much. But because it doesn't perform and because I don't want to have to use extra wax, etc., 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 it will be a pass for me. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Whipped Vanilla Lavender. This is a pretty lilac colored wax or a light mauvey colored wax. This had 29% of the vote. So this and Sparkling Magnolia were battling it out for first place. It's about a medium to my nose on cold sniff. It's also in the Mother's Day collection. And I would put this in the fresh or floral category. So Scentsy says sweet coconut milk and whipped vanilla soothed by English lavender. Now, I'm just going to talk to you briefly about English lavender. This part reminds me of Patricia Jackson's video where she's like analyzing a note to death. Anyway, we're going to analyze this note. I looked it up. English lavender is known as a culinary lavender. It's from the Mediterranean region, but the name comes from the fact that it thrives in English climates. It's hardier. It's a smaller bush than French lavender. And for the scent, it does change, and I will read to you what it says on the slide here. Regarding scent, it says if you're looking for characteristic lavender, choose English lavender. It produces a strong scent that permeates the air, while French lavender has a much lighter scent, basically like rosemary. So I would describe this as kind of a fresh, crisp herbal lavender. It does smell herbal to me. Maybe a tiny bit like fresher than French lavender. It has a bit of vanilla that kind of softens the edges just a tad, and I didn't really smell coconut milk until I warmed it. When I warmed it, if I go up to the warmer and smell it, I could smell coconut milk. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. For me, this is what I call an exit and entry type of scent. So it was light enough that when I came into the room, I could smell it. But once I was in the room, I could no longer smell this. And I am a bit sensitive to lavender smell, so this is a fairly light performer, but I could smell it. At the end, I thought I could smell a bit of sandalwood, like a sandalwood vanilla lavender. And when I went up, right up to the warmer, a touch of coconut milk. So I put some of this wax in Drew's room. I put 3 cubes in Drew's room. It was about 5 out of 10 at its peak. And I left it going about 1.5 to 2 days, around 38 hours. And the next spot I put this was my kid's bathroom. With the doors closed, it was about 6 out of 10 when you walked in. But most times when I walked in, it was about 5 out of 10 at its peak. And I left it going 2 to 3 days there, around 44 hours. So obviously, when I say at its peak, that's 5 out of 10. It just kind of goes down from there. But for someone like me that's sensitive to lavenders, I was okay with this. Scent appeal was still pretty low for me. I would say maybe like 4 out of 10, just not my jam. But I think if you like lavender scents, you're really gonna like this because it strikes a good balance of herbal lavender with just the softened edge from that whipped vanilla and the coconut milk. And like I said, I believe there's a little woodsy sandalwood in here. I would probably bet money, but I don't think Scentsy's gonna tell me the notes. So I think if you like French lavender, you're probably gonna like this. If you like the other one, I think it's called Lavender Violet, you may like this one as well. Bedrooms and bathrooms are logical places for this. It's probably not strong enough to do elsewhere, and I think you can warm this all season long. And I think that both of these scents this week are designed for kind of like new melters, or maybe people new to wax, or people that you don't really know what their scent preferences are. So they didn't want the scents to be overly strong because that could turn some people off. So keeping in mind both those things, maybe they did an okay job on the Mother's Day collection, but in my opinion, Sparkling Magnolia definitely needs to be a touch stronger. And I think this one may be just a hair stronger, just a hair. That's just my opinion. Would I be repurchasing whipped vanilla lavender? No, it's a pass just because I don't love lavender scent, but it'll be interesting to see if something like this makes it in the catalog next year. All right, let's move to the portion of the video. I'm gonna draw some scents and you guys are gonna get to voting. So if you're new to my channel, you're gonna vote for 2 different scents by early Wednesday morning, please, down in the YouTube comment section. And if you can't vote on YouTube because you don't have an account or you're on the TV, then please find my Instagram post and put your 2 votes there. It's Patricia Gates. There's been some Instagram hacking going on, so hopefully there's no issues with anybody else's account. So let's get to drawing. Let's draw from this bag first. Scent number 1 is going to be Go Wildflowers. That is a retired scent. Scent number 2 is going to be Forest Wildflowers. Let's just cover the wildflowers, shall we? Scent number 3 is Baked Apple Pie, a scent that's in the bakery right now. Scent number 4, it's yellow, Lemon Sorbet. This is in the citrus section, current scent. We're getting really low, so I gotta root around. Scent number 5, ooh, weep, this is a biggie. Lilacs and Violets, a current scent in the floral section. And scent number 6 is going to be one of our Bring Back My Bars coming up. I have 2 bars and a tester. So let's grab, maybe we'll grab the tester. Let's be crazy and grab, I only have 2 testers, so not a lot of wax, but should you pick this, at least we'll get a little bit of an idea. It is called Forever Yours. So obviously a retired scent coming back in June. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Don't forget to vote, please. And I'll see you guys in the next video.